In this video, not only are we gonna give some foam cannons away, but we're gonna tell you the ins and outs of how to diagnose and fix any foam cannon problem. Alrighty, so I have no idea what's wrong with these units. This is from one of my distributors. There's no real notes in here. They just shipped it to me and said they had a few units that were messed up. The first thing I can tell you is whoever had this bottle, it got well used, okay? The band has seen its better days. We will get this cleaned up before we send it out to anybody. We'll do our best. It looks like it didn't come with a box, so it probably won't come with one of those, but I think you guys will be happy getting a $59 foam cannon, $49 foam cannon, regardless. Now, the next thing I see is the nozzle, right? I don't know what the heck this person was doing, but this thing, like I said, once again, it got some use. I know that's right. It's making some little noises there, so we'll hit it with some grease or something like that. The first thing I'm gonna do is make sure that it's turned all the way to maximum foam, and I see that it's not. So we're gonna turn that right now. I have no idea what's wrong with these units, so I'm gonna take it through a full troubleshooting. The next thing I'm gonna do is point it at the light and see maybe if they returned it because it was leaking. I don't see that that's what the issue is. What we can do is just fill this thing up with water and we'll go from there, okay? Well, I found out what the issue is. They've got the spare gasket installed here. I don't know why people are doing that, doubling those up and not looking first. They're not used to, I guess, having spare parts to rebuild, which is fine. You know, it's in the box. It says that it comes with an extra one, but not everybody's gonna read those instructions. Most people actually won't. So you're gonna take your pick or whatever. We'll get that extra O-ring out of there. I almost guarantee that's what their problem was. They were upset that they were having to like hold this thing together. Okay, and look at that. Now, it does have a little rattle to it, does have a little wobble to it, but it still clicks in there. It still does what I want to do. So we'll get this unit cleaned up the best we can. We're just going to give it away for free. Maybe somebody needs a spare one or whatever. But just to make, and we will replace the filters and everything like that, because as dirty as this on the outside, this thing had to have been through some stuff. But just to make sure that that's what the issue was, we are also gonna spray a little foam, okay? So all we're gonna do is put about 2 ounces of soap in the apex. That's really unless you have a really poor soap, that's all you need. And this is colored foam, so I'm excited to see at 2 ounces with the yellow foam, which I haven't used to this point, if it's still gonna give us some nice color. I sure hope it does. It looks really cool. It's like a gold. Put the top on there just like so. By the way, if you guys like to have a little bit of fun when you're detailing, I don't think that there's a better option than this Thatdtailguy colored snow foam. So far, it's the best colored snow foam that I've ever used. It doesn't take a lot, 2 ounces. It says 5-to-1 to 10-to-1 dilution. I just put a little over 2 ounces in there. We'll see what it does. Let me show you why the Apex is one of the most economical foam cannons on the market. Because it produces such thick foam, you can crank this thing all the way down to 50% dilution and you're still gonna get a nice, rich lather. Let me show you what that looks like. And let's see if there was other issues with this foam cannon. And yes, guys, we're about to have like a straight up blizzard here, but I'm here for the people, okay? And we do have a 1.8 GPM high flow machine, but it's still a store-bought unit. It's nothing special, okay? Let's see if this thing spits out any foam. Look at that. All right, so that's on maximum foam. You guys see that that foam is pretty runny. I'm not a huge fan of that. Now that's at full dilution. So what that tells me, and by looking at how dirty this foam cannon is, I would almost guarantee that we need a new filter. So let's grab a new filter. Probably am not gonna be happy that I used colored snow foam, didn't think that through, but who cares? Let's crank it. So we got that same unit here. Probably gonna regret using that colored foam, but you know what? It's part of the fun, right? So we'll set that bad boy there. What we're gonna do Just change that filter. As dirty as the outside of this unit is, I would almost guarantee that that's going to solve it. All right, so we do have, of course, gratuitous amounts of soap, a little foam still in there. We'll go ahead and poke this tool through there. Okay. So this was an older unit, I can already tell, because it had the 5-piece filter. So that could be part of the issue, but you open it up and you can see that the filter did its job. There's a bunch of sediment in there. He needed to replace it without a doubt. It was probably worse before I, put a little water and soap in there. Okay. Like I said, we're gonna put this bad boy flat, drop that first one in there. Okay. You can use your finger, but I traditionally like to just use either the back end of this tool or whatever. You're gonna wanna get it nice and flat. Drop the third one in there. You guys can also just put just a normal mesh filter in there. You are gonna see a degradation in foam a little bit, but the Apex puts so much foam out, it's still gonna be fine. All right, so you're gonna make sure that that's centered. Put that in there. Make sure everything matches up real nice and clean. Okay, push that through there just like so. You can use this to get a little hammer going. Okay, we're gonna take our lid here. So this thing maybe had kind of multiple issues, and it looks like the final straw was probably that filter getting clogged, and they were like, you know what, this thing sucks, I'm sending it back. And that's fine. All right, so let's see now if we can get a good amount of foam. All right, so we are at max foam right now. Guys, it's that easy, okay? Literally, you follow the instructions, you maintain your units, the Apex will not fail you. But let's go from pretty good to wow, okay? So I'm gonna do this with no cuts. We're gonna click it all the way. So this right here would be no dilution. So let's just open it up to about 10% and see what happens. So we're still not thick enough. Let's get to about 25. Look at that. That's that nice runny foam that you guys want when you do that first pre-wash. Now, if you guys want to put it at about 50%, that right there is going to save you product, save you money, and help you wash more efficiently and protect that paint. And that's what it's all about. We've got 2 more units to dissect. Come with me. We have a unit that's just kind of jammed in here. We have no idea what's going on with it. First thing I see is that there's no quick connect on the back, so that's super cool. And then it's got a little bit of rust back there. So these are older units, man. Like, it's without a doubt, people not taking care of their equipment. There's no Apex bend on this, which if we do ship this one out to somebody, we will definitely take care of that. There's no extra filters, stuff like that. See if it clicks. So it still clicks, it's still fine in that regard. It's got a nice click to it. Okay, so if you guys are putting your foam cannons through hell and not maintaining them, it's gonna be an issue. Now, the other thing I see is it wasn't already set at max foam. Doesn't look like there should be any leaking issues. Let's just change the filter on this because we're gonna change them anyways when we give them away. We'll see if that fixes it. We'll get a new quick connect for the back end and just be done with it. All right, so once again, you're gonna take your 2.5 Allen key. You're gonna punch that through, easy day. Looks like somebody tried to do this and it's kind of tore up. You're gonna pull that out. If you guys wanna go to Harbor Freight and spend like $3, you can get one of these. If not, choose what you got, okay? Push that through, so you can tell somebody's been in here, but just because you replaced it once, actually, nope, they haven't. So this is another 5-part filter. It's got sediment in it. It's got some issues. Those are gonna go really quick, Look at that thing. It's frayed, it just needed replaced. That's all it is. Throw it in there, just like so. And you can either use your hand, you can use the back of one of these tools, make sure everything's nice and level, whatever you wanna do. Just make sure that that's level. And then the final test is gonna be making sure that this is centered and that it presses down in there nicely. All you've got to do is pour it in right there, and you're going to put that pin right back in there, and you can use the Allen key or you can hammer it in there. All right, so you're just going to take that quick release off the back. We're going to keep that bottle integrity. Even though I know that this bottle's fine and it's not part of the problem, we'll go ahead and swap the water out, because why not? And I'm going to add a little bit more water, and I'm going to add a little bit more color. Put that 1 ounce in there. We'll see if we can get a little bit richer color. I thought it was fine last time. You could definitely see that it was yellow. Some people might like a little bit more of a rich color. Let's go see if we fix the issue. We're rocking that full strength right now, and then we'll dilute it and see what it can do. I like it being vertical, nice little fan. Probably turn it on, that'll help, right? I don't see any problems. There's a little bit of a hitch once it got all that water through there, so I might go ahead and grease it up a little bit, but for the most part, looks good to me. Let's see what it does at 50% dilution. That's what you want right there. I like this colored foam. There's a lot you can do with it. If you see the color, you're going too heavy. All right, so that's 2 foam cannons fixed. We got 1 more to fix, and we'll go from there. Next unit here, man, they kept the box. What a nice thing to do. We love you for that. Thank you so much. This right here, let's see if it's an older one. It certainly is. That's the black label. And this is actually a green band. Looks like it was barely used, maybe slightly. So it's pretty damn new. It's got the stickers. It's got the code. Wonder if that code's been used before. It's got the 2 filters in there. So who knows what the hell's wrong with this one, but whoever gets this one for free, looks like they're gonna get a decent unit, okay? All right, let's see if it's a leaking problem. I don't see a leaking problem. What I don't see, oh, I do see a hose in here. I don't even think the hose was installed. This right here, there's a lot of reasons why people return stuff. I would almost guess this right here was like one where the customer just was upset. Okay, I do see something here. Now we are seized up, so it looks like maybe they tried to change that filter out. They didn't know what the hell they were doing, and they just couldn't get it. I was gonna change the filter anyways, just to save some time. Let's go ahead and do that. Because this is an old one, I know it was that 5-part filter. They probably tried to kind of finagle it a little bit and just came out short, couldn't get it. I've been on lives before where I just quit trying, and then, you know, obviously owning the business and having to do this several times has helped me figure it out. So I don't know what the hell is going on in here or what they were using to try to jam this in there, but we're starting to see the problem, okay? That's a first. Might have to get some pliers. See, let me tell you guys something, a kind of general rule of thumb is if something's not going after you exert a great amount of force, you might be doing something wrong. Just give me a call. I don't even know what the hell they did or how they even, that's what happened, right? So they've got that filter in there all cockeyed, and then they've jammed this pin in there to try to use it, and it's just a mess, you know? Ah, here we go. You know, you're like when you get through a little bit of struggle, it is nice sometimes, you know? Reminds you still get it. I still get it. All right, we're gonna take that hook tool, and when we open this, look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but that filter's just not even seated correctly. See how it just dumped out? And then look at that. Look how dirty it is, right? You're upset that your foam can is not working. Well, so it looks like this one, we'll take it back apart. There's like a bunch of dirt, and you're gonna drop that filter in there. Whatever tool you want, let's get it in there. Let's get it flat. You can use your finger if you want to. I don't really like to because you're removing the grease that's in there, but that is no worry. Make sure, yep, okay. All right, let's see if they've done any permanent damage to this thing. Nope. Snapped right in place. Oh, of course it snapped right in place. You know, forgot one little and crucial component there. Got to get that plunger just right. It goes super, super easy, guys. Okay. You're gonna take that pin, push it, boom, super easy. Hopefully this doesn't have some sort of permanent damage because of whatever the hell they were doing. Okay. All right, so that pin does slide in there. There's a little bit of an issue with it, but if I can get it to work, you know, I give it to you guys for free. The only thing I ask guys is don't be assholes and then like show up at the house dirty or something like that, right? Like I wouldn't do that to you guys. We're trying to help you guys out, get you guys something for free. Obviously, I can't do them. I guess I could sell them at what, 50% refurbished or something, but then somebody is using their hard-earned money and they're getting something that's used. I just don't want to deal with all that, bro. All right, so we put that there. Swap the water out just in case. Make sure we have full integrity knowing that this is working as it should. Look at that yellow water, dude. It's pretty cool. All right, so it's the last one. And then I got to get this house cleaned up because we're about to get a whole bunch of snow. Everything snaps in place like it should. Let's go see if it foams. You get to see it here in 4K. We're gonna make sure that it's cranked all the way to maximum foam. Got a 1.8 GPM pressure washer. Foams like crazy, guys. Only about 2.5 ounces of snow foam in there. So that's why you're not seeing like a rich color, but you can still tell that's yellow snow foam. There's no doubt about it. Guys, look at that right there, okay? All right, these might have a little damage to them. May not be perfect like a normal functioning Apex, but they're good enough to give away for free, I think. You know, somebody gets to experience Apex. I'll go ahead and throw a black band with each and every one of these with a sticker. So you guys will be able to get 10% off your next order at thatdtailshop.com. I hope I can turn you guys into a customer. Hope you guys come back and you love me, man. Hope you love TDS because that's all we ask for in this world, man. Just a little bit of love, a little bit of support. You guys saw it here, 3 units that were messed up, but they were fixable because this TDS Apex is absolutely a professional unit. We have, what I like to say, pretty damn good customer service. The department is very vast. There's exactly one person in there that works. It's me. I'm working for you 24/7. You guys hit me up. I get back to you. If we can't fix it or you say, F it, I don't want to take the time, this thing should just work, no problem. You send that, we'll give you a return label. You send it back. We'll make another episode, diagnose what happened, and we'll give it the damn thing away. That easy, guys, all right? I love you more than words can describe. Thank you guys all so much for the support. I gotta get this car cleaned up, dried, and we gotta prepare for a winter storm down here in Georgia. If you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. If you guys want to be in the running to get this for free, then you need to do that. Like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, and then go to thatdtailshop.com, sign up for an account, comment below, tell me what brand of foam cannon did you buy first and why. That's it. And you will be in the running for one of these 3. I'll make a video tomorrow, probably a short or something like that, or we'll get on live and we'll give it away for free online, okay? I love you guys. Seriously though.